Welcome to Captain Morgan's Wargaming. I am part of the HBL 40K's Unification Wargamers group, which can be found on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description below. Well, today we're going to look at Elder Craft Worlds and some new units here. We'll go table down and go through their stats, how I use them, etc. Let's have a look at the Mutalith vortex beast. It's got 14 wounds, therefore it's got a degrading stat line. 14 to 8 wounds, it's got 8 movement, 4 attacks, 2+ vortex power. 4 to 7, 6-inch move, 3 attacks, 3+ power. 1 to 3, 4-inch move, 2 attacks, 4+. So the stats are 4+, 4+, strength 7, toughness 7, leadership 7, 4+ save, but it gets 5+ invul save, and it can regen 1 lost wound a turn. It's not much, but you might keep it on the table a little longer. Right, vortex. At the start of each of your shooting phases, you may have this model attempt to use a single Mutalith vortex power of your choice from the table below. Alternatively, you can randomly determine the power by rolling a d6 and consulting the table below. If you do so, you can attempt to randomly select a second power immediately after resolving the first. Each time this model attempts to use one of its power, roll a d6 to see if it's successful. If the result is equal or greater than the vortex power characteristic shown in its damage table, resolve the power's effects, otherwise the attempt fails. So 4 strength, you're pretty much going to cast every power you put up. Even on the lowest level, I think you'll pretty much get most of the time. Now these, if you're buffing Zangul units, absolutely brilliant, especially the enlightened. But we'll go through them. 1. Warp flare. Each enemy unit within the 9 inch of the Mutalith vortex beast immediately suffers a mortal wound. It's not too bad. So if you can get multiple units, a mortal wound off each isn't too bad. Chaotic infusion. Pick a 8-inch unit from your army within 9 of the beast. Add 1 to the strength characteristic of that unit until the turn. That's good for the Zangul with the blades. Excellent. Puts them up to strength 5. So anything, it means strength 6, they're wounded on 4+ if you use the veterans of the long war. So it's quite useful. Temporal flux. Pick a Zenith unit from your army with 9 inches of Mutalith vortex. You can re-roll failed charge rolls for this unit this turn. If the unit is already within an inch of the enemy unit, they fight first in this fight phase as if they had charged this turn. Very good again for the Zanguls, or the Zangul enlightened with the spears. Pick a Zenith unit from your army with 9 inches of the Mutalith vortex beast. Improve the AP of all melee weapons wielded by that unit by 1 until the end of the turn. Again, excellent for the Zangul, actual Zangul as all the enlightened. Then Maelstrom and Madness, number 5. Pick an enemy unit with 9. Reduce its leadership characteristic by 1 until the end of the turn. This is cumulative with other uses of this power to a maximum of -3, so you can get a -3 on that. unit. That's pretty cool. Female Unreality, roll 3 dice for each roll 4+. The closest enemy unit within 18 inches of a Mutalith vortex beast and visible to it immediately suffers a mortal wound. Possible 3 mortal wounds there if you're lucky. More likely to be 1 or 2, but unstable energies. If this model has 7 or fewer wounds remaining at the start of your shooting phase, the ranges of its Mutalith vortex powers are doubled. However, it will suffer a mortal wound if you roll a 1 when you attempt to use. So, if you're at half wounds, your range is double. Most of these are 9 inches, so they all become 18 inches, which is pretty cool. And it explodes, and each unit suffers within 6 inches suffers d6 mortal wounds. Pretty dangerous to you, but if you can get your enemy unit there in there, it can be dangerous to them. Its faction keywords are Chaos Inch, Heretic Astartes, Thousand Suns, which means it can be buffed by things like prescience, warp time, and all those, and the also can be used by, can be gazer fates and weaver fates, all those sort of powers can be used on it. So as a buffing unit, it's not bad. I'm not happy with the movement, but I suppose it's got two attacks, be Menticle more, which is a strength 7, -1 damage, but you make 3 hit rolls for every attack, so it's got 4 attacks, so it's 12 hit rolls every time. Or you've got the enormous claws, which is strength 7 again, -2 damage. So depending on your target, which you use. But, and the other keywords for a monster, Mutalith vortex beast. I'm not sure if it's viable in a competitive list. I like it. Friendly games yet. I haven't got a model yet because where it's Thousand Suns is a competitive list, well painted. I've only bought units that are viable in a competitive list. It's a point sink that for me is better used elsewhere at the moment. Which brings me on to Thousand Suns competitively. I'd say probably bottom of tier 2 army now. At best, at worst, tier 3, which you can, and I think you'll probably see Codex, cultists and Chaos, them used in Chaos Soup armies rather than the pure Thousand Suns. Just because they don't have the tools to deal with every type of list on the competitive scene. So you can build it to, it doesn't have much to do, but can wipe out hordes. You'd have to be really patient and chip away. And if you did concentrate on that, you'd be weak against the tanks and the knights. the list I built pretty much could take on knights and bits and pieces, and I had to work to take on any hordes, armies, and it struggled a little, but was able. I've got a couple of ideas for the future. One with 3 armigers in. I'm also looking at maybe having a couple of autocannon havocs and maybe some las cannons and 2 las cannons to 2 autocannon units in there. Look at adding morty in there instead. There's numerous ways I'm looking. I've just got to do the math, and figure out what's the best way for me to get this list to where I want it. I know I've got ideas, as I said, and 2020 I'll be revisiting the Thousand Suns on the tournament scene and seeing if I can make them work better. I think I can, but I want to go away and build and practice and thing. And at the moment, as I said, I'm in the process of building orcs, so that's more important first up for me. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please hit the share button, like, subscribe, and hit the bell button to stay up to date with the notifications. And remember, everybody knows the dice are low.